What's up? Good morning. Uh, Norm, Jason, whatever. I'm gonna do my best not to use my Jason Jansen voice. Because obviously, as you can tell, I'm not like trying to sell cars, but this morning or last night, where it was like 3 in the morning or whatever, I wake up. I have for like the last 20 years or so. Normally to smoke a cigarette, but I don't smoke anymore. So now I don't even know what I do. You know, kind of wander around, go take a leak or whatever. So this morning I was like scrolling my news feed on my Facebook, just bored out of my mind at like 3, 4 in the morning, and I noticed a couple of my friends, and I've noticed this lately here. A couple of my friends have shared or have forwarded or copy and pasted or whatever, a little status, about the suicide thing, suicide awareness. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'm sure several of you have posted it because you're on my friends list. So, but the one thing that it said, like the end of it was, how did that go? It was like, we just want people to know that we hear you. Is that right? I don't know. It was something along those lines, or that we're listening or something. And I'm like, really? You're going to put this on there? I'll give you a little context of why I feel that way. First off, I just want to say that, like, I don't mean this personally towards anyone at all. If you take anything that I say personally, or that I'm personally attacking you, then you need to probably search your own heart as far as why you feel that way. I just kind of want to make a note of this. But anyways, if you Google suicide survivor, it comes back as like the family members who survive after someone commits suicide. But my definition of that would be, someone who survived trying to kill themselves. Yeah, I guess that would be like attempted suicide survivor or something. But either way, I am a suicide survivor. From my definition, not everything you can find on Google. It's not something that I really like to talk about a whole lot, but when I see my own people on my own friends list, on my own news feed, say that we hear you and that we're listening, I gotta question that, you guys, honestly, because I feel like you're not, and I feel like it's really just, you shouldn't even put that. You shouldn't even put that on your status, because I feel like you're not listening. You weren't at the time, anyways. You weren't 3 years ago. And again, I don't mean this personally against anyone. I just think this needs to be said. I lost a lot of sleep over it last night, and let me tell you guys, it wasn't a secret. I wasn't hiding where I was at. I was in a terrible place, and I know that because every single year around that time, I have to see it on my memories on Facebook. And it's hard every year. I have to read the things that I was saying. I don't share them because they're awful. I was very clearly not in a good place. Not to mention, after I came out of it, got my mind right and everything, my own friends would be like, yeah, man, we heard that you weren't doing well, but this and that. What do you mean you heard I wasn't doing well? You didn't bother to call me? You didn't think to be like, man, maybe we should check on this dude, our friend. Like, don't tell me that you heard I was doing well. I didn't even hear from you. What kind of crap is that? Basically, what I just want to say, people who try to commit suicide, you guys need to stop referring to them as weak or selfish, because that's BS. They're not weak or selfish. How long do you think that they lived that way, given all of these signs? And what do? You freaking copy and paste some crap on Facebook? You don't call them? Hey, man, see all this stuff you're going through. What's going on with you? How can I help? What can I do for you? You don't think to do that? No, we hear you, man, because we have to. Check it out. Here's the suicide hotline. Newsflash, you guys. Those people who are serious, who are sitting in a freaking car with a hose ran through the window. They don't give a crap about the suicide hotline. It's past that. And let me just tell you, when I was sitting in that car, engine running, the freaking hose through the window, I remember it, you guys. I remember every second of it. And as I sat there with a pen and a paper, trying to put some words down for my kids to read, after I'm gone, I remember thinking about you guys, my friends back in McCook, my buddies, would you guys even give a shit? Do you even give a shit? Would you even care after they found me? And I was just thinking about that, and that was how I was gonna leave this world. Is just thinking, do you guys even give a shit? Like, where I'm at, and I'll never forget that feeling. By the grace of God, I got pulled out of that car. I didn't come out of that car willingly. I wasn't gonna. That wasn't I didn't get in it to get out. But I got pulled out of that car. And since then, my life's been beautiful, man. Things have went really well. I have this beautiful daughter, and a wife and 2 other kids. I mean, things have gotten really, really great. So I guess if you're in that position, if you're in that place, I know that you're probably not going to reach out, because I didn't. I mean, I could have called any one of you guys. That's on me. My decisions and what I chose to do is on me. I'm not putting that on you guys or anyone. I could have called you also, but you guys don't understand that state of mind. I'm not going to call. Why would I call you? Anyways, if you're in that spot, you just know, I hear you. And if I can, I'll reach out to you. If I see it, I reach out to people. My best I can. If you guys see that, if you see someone who's struggling, don't copy and paste some crap on Facebook. That's not going to do anything, Anyways, I just want you guys to be aware of that. Suicide's a pretty serious thing, man. And people who commit suicide or people who attempt it, they're not selfish. They're not weak. That's bullshit to say that. You know what they are? They're already dead. And if you're going to go to that kind of extreme to escape where you're at, that's not selfish or weak. Okay? That's pain and mental illness all mixed together. So think about that.